Okay, we're ready.
Okay, I'll call this meeting to order. It is Thursday, January 23rd, 2025, and we're here to discuss the abandoned vehicle and towing process with Jim's Towing and Auto Repair. And what I thought this was you were going to discuss what your new business that you put in. So I guess we can do both. Okay.
All right, so I'm Brandon Church, the owner of Jim's Towing and Auto Repair. In August of this last year, we just opened up an auto repair side of our business. And lately, I've been seeing a lot of county vehicles over at Lloyd's Automotive over in Coeur d'Alene. And I just wanted to let the county know that we do full service auto repair. And I would be even willing to do a contracted rate, or even open up to anybody in the Silver Valley as far as auto shops.
Okay.
I just would like to see our money stay local
Okay.
and not, go over the hill. So.
Okay, and you have a full service shop, you said?
Yeah. So we have a full service auto repair shop, and we actually got a tech from Lloyd's Automotive that has 22 years experience. Lloyd's holds the contract for the Idaho State Police. Okay. And several other law enforcement agencies, so they, are used to working on patrol vehicles or fire EMS rigs. So,
okay, are you currently doing any work for any other county vehicles?
Yes, yep. We currently do District 1 fire in Osborne, and we've serviced some EMS rigs, ambulances, and first response rigs. So.
Okay. Now is he a certified mechanic?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. And then we just had, I just hired a second tech. He's been with us for about 3 months now. He went through the whole ASC course, and he has to work in an auto shop for 6 months, and then he'll be full ASC certified as well.
Okay.
So.
And you're currently doing work for the ambulance department?
Yeah, Shoshone County EMS, and then District 1 Fire in Osborne.
Okay. What's your hourly shop rate?
So our hourly shop rate is $114.95.
Okay.
And again, I would be more than happy to, that's our walk in the door price. So, I'm sure it would have to be open for a bid for, for all the shops. But I would rather see Haymans and Wallace get it versus somebody in Coeur d'Alene that's not paying taxes for Shoshone County.
Okay. Okay, then now it looks like we're discussing the abandoned vehicle process.
Yeah, so as you guys know, I was over at the sheriff's office for several years as a dispatcher. I recently resigned because my, opening a second location, and my business needed my full attention. So with one of the things that I would like to see is opening up. So we're on the rotation with the Idaho State Police, and there's 2 rotations. There's a light and medium duty rotation combined. So like pickups, cars, SUVs, all that. It's one rotation. And that's one rotation if it's abandoned, if it's a crash, if it's an arrest. Well, Shoshone County has 2 different rotations, one for abandoned, for light and medium and all that. And one for crashes and arrests. How come it's different? It's not different in Nez Perce County or Lewiston Police either, that we also work with.
Okay, and I think that contract is through the sheriff is the one that puts that up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I know you guys are over contracts for the county, so that's why I'm coming to you guys. We actually sent an email to the sheriff 14 days ago, and I have had no response. So that's why I'm coming before the county commissioners to see, I know you guys are over contracts too, so I wasn't sure if it's a contract through you guys, if we have to go through you guys, or we have to go through them.
Okay.
Not sure. So
I would have to talk to the sheriff's department because I know they came in and gave us their opinion on the abandoned vehicles, and I think there was a 60-day abandoned vehicles are held by the tow company for 60 days, and then after that, the sheriff's got to sell them.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest problem there
As they do with an arrest,
It's with
as they
everything
do with
now.
a crash.
You have to do that.
I mean,
with
the
all of them.
abandons is no different than anything else. That's why ISP has one rotation, because they have to do the paperwork for everybody regardless.
But what I thought the reason why that they had that abandoned vehicle, why they stuck with one at one tow company was because they were 60 days, and then after the 60 days, then the sheriff has to have land to hold it until they can do a sale. Is that
We don't have to have the land, but there has to be an officer present during an auction.
But if
Actually-
they're holding it, let's say that the sheriff has one vehicle this month
Mm-hmm.
and it's over the 60 days,
Mhm.
then who's gonna, because you can't charge after 60 days.
Right, you can't
Right.
for any vehicle.
No,
You
it's like that
haven't
with-
been able to for 500 years. You've never been able to. The storage stops at 60 days, no matter what. If you've gotten arrested from a DUI, if you've crashed your vehicle and now it's still under impound law, you cannot charge storage for more than 60 days. That's how the law has always been. That didn't just change on July 1st.
Okay.
So nothing has changed as far as that goes. We were able to attend Reliable Towing's auction over in Post Falls, where we learned how to do auctions. And we've been in close contact with the state Department of Transportation
Mhm.
to learn to work with them about doing auctions as well. So, but the auctions are done on our part. You guys just have to have like an officer present.
Oh,
is all.
really?
Yeah.
And they're done, like we don't have to move the vehicles to a, like a
An
land.
auction site?
No, it's, we have adequate room, we have the space. We just want to know why we can't have an opportunity to tow the abandons also.
Okay.
Why we couldn't be like on a rotation, or we don't know if it's even a contract thing, or, so that's the answers we're trying to get.
Okay. And that's something we would have to run through our legal department to see. So the state police have that.
Yeah, and it's all in one rotation. Because an abandon is no different than an accident, is no different than an arrest. I mean, it's a vehicle on the side of the roadway that needs gone.
And the benefits of having more than one, if one can't get to it, then we don't want it sitting out, someone could smash into it, it's an eyesore, it's a blight problem, so I think even having a rotation would be beneficial to the whole county,
Okay.
No.
No, these are not the freeway vehicles, right?
No, that would
No,
be
that's
ISP,
ISP,
which
so
would
we're-
That's the only one.
be on rotation to tow. So.
This is just local.
Yeah, so like on Silver Valley Road, if a vehicle is there, and it's not a hazard, they would take it for 48 hours. After that 48 hours, they would get with the tow company, to decide when they'd be available to tow it.
Okay.
And
So
then-
you're on rotation on the freeway.
Mhm. Yeah.
Now, what tows do you provide? Do you tow everything?
Yeah, yep. So just
Semi-truck?
recently we added heavy duty to our so we can tow anything from a golf cart to a 18-wheeler fully loaded.
Okay. Do you have any questions or anything? Okay. Yeah, with the sheriff's office, I'm not sure about the tow rotations and how that works. So I would have to contact legal to see if I know the sheriff does that, but the mechanic part of it, I know that we can look into that for sure. But like I said, we'll have to talk to legal to see how that. The board should be above all contracts, but I'm not sure how this tow rotation and how the tow truck deal works. So
Yeah, and we didn't either. I mean, we just know that it's always been one company that's towed abandons, and how do we get added to that? Where's the
okay, and you said there's other counties that you
Yeah, so we currently tow for Nez Perce County
know that they have a.
rotation where everybody gets called. And Lewiston Police. and Idaho State Police. What is that, District 2?
Okay, you know anything about Coogan County?
I don't.
Cooney County's contract and they use Young County.
Okay. Do you have any questions for these guys?
No.
Okay, we'll open it up to the public comment.
Nothing right now. I know this came up about 2 years ago on the towing. And I
Okay,
remember Green came in here and talked about the new
Yeah.
law, and I don't remember enough about it, so.
yeah, that's what I'm trying to do is remember what he was saying. That's why I was concerned about storing the vehicle and how that, because I remember that part of it. Okay, any questions, anybody here?
I guess I do.
Okay,
So they said they have the adequate room to store. Can you put all of your impounds and stuff in a fence yard?
Yeah.
All of them. So like a semi-rack for ISP that goes inside your fence yard.
we can put it inside there.
I haven't seen one in there yet though. Like they're all out in your wide open yard there. I know, so we do all the abandons and have for probably 20 years, I'm gonna guess. And there's times even with the room we have, which I promise you, we have a lot more room than they do, where space gets a little limited. I have 2 fence yards that are, one of them's literally a whole city block, and the other one's probably a city block as well. And there's times where I'm almost full.
Okay. Do you have any questions on this?
I don't have any questions, but just a quick comment. It's more of an end user thing, you know, when stuff doesn't go to auction or whatever, and it does come to the transfer station. I just want to make sure, you know, that it's above the board that we have paperwork. We have releases for that vehicle, trailer, whatever it is. We just need that.
Okay, so they
Release paperwork.
they do come to the transfer station.
Once in a while, yes. Yeah, I'm not sure what the circumstances. They didn't sell at auction, whatever it is. But sometimes we do get stuff and we demolish it and we separate everything. You know, so I just want to.
So that should be just RVs.
Oh,
Yes.
So, like, when-
yes.
yeah,
I mean,
so,
once
like,
in a while we
when-
get a boat or something like
Or,
that.
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like when, because Nickerson's has brought it into us, and 99% of the time, it's a record of recovery that we have to have, is the paperwork, because it's coming through the sheriff's department. So the sheriff's department does a record of recovery on like the RV that gets abandoned, like up in the hills or whatever. They bring it in, they have to give us that piece of paper because we have to put it with our ticket. If they bring a regular vehicle in, we have to have either a signed title of release or some kind of a release form from the owner for us to destroy it. Otherwise, it's like us being, what'd you call it earlier?
chop shop.
Like a chop shop.
Get
Yeah.
rid of some that people don't. You know.
So
Yeah.
what's it cost for us? I know we've had RVs at Big Creek where they've taken off the serial number and everything. What's that cost?
We charge
us?
full price. It's $145 a ton.
So does it cost us more or does it cost us?
No, so we don't charge you guys anything, just so you know, and we never have charged the county
On
for the recovery of those.
Yeah, and we don't charge for the disposal of it,
No charge, okay.
not on the record of recoveries. Now, it's different if they were to bring it in and say, put it on our account, then that's when we charge.
Anything further? No? That's good to know about that we have something to do with the RVs and things, okay? Anything further?
You said you don't charge anything for it?
You don't
I
charge?
charge zero money for abandoned vehicles.
And
for
we
the county.
wouldn't charge any
And
money.
just to back that up, the way we started doing all the abandons is because Jim's didn't wanna do them, Don's didn't wanna do them, and the county said, well, let's go with the company that'll do all of them, and that's when we started.
Which was before I took ownership.
So,
Do we know what gyms will be towing or charging for?
We wouldn't charge any.
We wouldn't charge anything.
Not a
So
thing.
it'd be no different than you arresting somebody or somebody crashing. It's no extra money to the county though.
But it is if the vehicle didn't get recovered.
No.
If nobody claimed it, you're just gonna
No.
take the
No.
money.
That's,
Yeah.
we take the loss. Yeah, that's what we do for every vehicle. It would be no extra money to Shoshone County.
so there, it seems like there's a little confusion on the arrests or wrecks though. Because like even ISP, in fact, I was just talking to Melissa yesterday. If we do a wreck because we have one that involved a dump truck with woods and the car didn't have insurance, it's no longer their job to send out the paperwork. It's our job to send the paperwork.
Right, we do.
Okay, but you said ISP did that a little while ago.
No, well, I'm saying that we're on rotation for everything, whether it's
Right, no, I
abandoned.
understand that part, but there was a part where you touched on the paperwork about the arrest or wreck where they do the paperwork, just like the county does.
All right.
That's
So I believe it's the sheriff has the full discretion on all this because the only person that can tow a vehicle is an officer, the police officer from public property.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what- yes,
that's
well,
what state
that's-
statute says. The officer's the only one that can tow. So the officer has to make the discretion, and chief law enforcement officer for county is the sheriff, so she makes the full discretion.
We'll run that by legal and see what they have to say about it. And we'll just see how that works, so. Perfect. That's all I can do.
Yay. We appreciate it very much.
Nothing further. Okay, well, this meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.